Welcome to day 21. Today we are learning superlatives. We shall also learn more about Ayurvedic treatments.
Good morning, Sophie. We shall now meet Dr. Ashita, our in-house specialist.
Sure. I'm excited to start my treatment and learn more about Ayurveda.
Hello Sophie, welcome. I am Dr. Ashita. Is this the first time you have come for an Ayurvedic treatment?
Yes, this is a first for me. However, in Reunion Island, where I come from, we are open to the use of plants to treat various health problems.
All Ayurvedic treatments begin with a diagnosis, which aims to get a clear idea of the state of the person's inner environment.
Indeed. There are many diagnostic methods, such as the observation of physical signs, the color of the skin, hair, eyes, speech, and behavior.
That's wonderful. I heard that it was the oldest medicine in the world.
That's right. It's the oldest medicine in the world, with millions of people around the world using it widely.
I'm very impressed to learn that. And I see that the vast majority of people these days are coming back to these traditional approaches. What is the secret of its longevity?
One of the major secrets of its longevity is that it is both a medicine and a philosophy, based on behaviors and practices, such as meditation and yoga. It's an art of living. It explains the do's and don'ts to promote a person's well-being, so that they can lead a healthy, happy life, physically, morally, and socially. In Sanskrit, the word Ayura means life, and the word Veda means knowledge. Ayurveda advocates that prevention is better than cure.
This is an idea that we have forgotten in our Western societies, but it is resurfacing nowadays. It is better to prevent than to cure. It is well known.
Indeed. Even if this path is not the shortest. Ayurveda emerged from one of the four Vedas, which is the basis of Indian philosophy. Experts say its origin dates back 5,000 years.
That's amazing. How did it manage to reach us without being distorted? Who discovered it?
That's a good question. To understand this better, I'll show you a short video explaining history of Ayurveda, especially the one practiced in Kerala.
Ayurveda was a way of life back in the ages when Vaidyas practiced it far and wide, imparted it orally to their disciples, and recorded it as medical texts or granthams that were constantly bettered over time. Three of the principal and foundational texts on Ayurveda, namely the Charaka Samhita, Sushruta Samhita, and Ashtanga Hridaya, were recorded during ancient times and followed by Vaidyas to treat individuals, making Ayurveda one of the few systems of medicines developed in ancient times that is still widely practiced in modern times. Kerala's Ayurvedic Vaidyans, or doctors, have run extensive research and found cures for several diseases with special treatments such as Urichil, Pirichil, Talapodichil, Abhyanga, Kiri, Dharas, Pindashvetas, etc. that are unique to Kerala. The various forms of treatment, along with therapies like Panchakarma, make use of unadulterated oils extracted purely from organic plants and coconut, and the use of herbal medicines in the form of powders, oils, decoctions, pastes, etc. were once used by forefathers for immediate remedies. But most of these treatments and procedures have been forgotten over time.
Now I understand. It's actually a personal medicine. That's why it's so appreciated. Although it is the oldest discipline, it's really modern.
Exactly. And it is said every living and non-living being is made up of 5 eternal elements in various combinations of earth, water, fire, air, and ether. These different qualities are manifested in a more or less obvious way in each individual, and depending on the situation.
And I guess their imbalance is the worst thing for our well-being, and the cause of physical and psychological disorders.
You are right. And it's the therapist's job to rebalance the doshas, using several therapeutic procedures, using the right herbal or mineral remedies. In fact, I will show you some of the treatments of Kerala Ayurveda before we start your therapy. Are you ready?
Absolutely. I am eager to see.
In Kerala, a ceremonial intake of medicine, which is called Aushadha Seva, is performed every year in certain temples during the Malayalam month of Karkidagam, i.e. between mid-July and mid-August. The unique topography and the tropical climate of Kerala have been conducive to the growth of various medicinal herbs in this land. There are many herbs in Kerala which are not referred to in Charakas, Shushrutas or Vagabhata's texts, the great Sanskrit reference books on the science of Ayurveda. Treatment, which is the practical use of medications or therapeutic measures, works on the belief that an illness is caused when the equilibrium of the bioenergies, Vata, Pitta and Kabha, is disrupted. Shamana and Shodhana are two modes of treatment that have the power to restore the equilibrium. Shamana treatments are for alleviating the symptoms of illness. The chances for a cure are much better when an illness is addressed in its early stages. Shodhana treatment is aimed at eliminating the fundamental cause of the disease. Here is the Pichu treatment. Pichu is a palliative treatment for certain ailments above the neck region. Pichu is a piece of cloth that is dipped in medicated oil and spread over the patient's forehead. Oil is repeatedly poured over it. Panchakarma, a set of 5 treatments, is the foremost purification therapy, Shodhana Chigilsa, which aims at eradicating the root cause of illness. The basic function of Panchakarma is to throw out toxins that are lodged deep in the cells. Improper metabolic function is one of the reasons for the formation of these toxins. These toxic substances are loosened through the preparatory procedures of Purva Karma, like Snehana or oleation. Thereafter, the body is made to sweat through a therapeutic application of heat called Swedhana. Nasya, Vamana, Virechana, Vasti and Rakta Mokshana are the 5 therapies in the Panchakarmas. This is Nasya, the nasal therapy. Nasya is an ideal method for administering medication for the illness of the region above the neck. External oleation or Snehana and sweating procedures or Swedhana are the Purva Karmas of Nasya. Then drops of medicated oil are instilled into the nostrils, which is the primary treatment. Massaging the hands, feet and shoulders gently are post-treatment procedures recommended for Nasya. In other cases, diet regimens are also advised as part of a post-treatment protocol. In Shirovasti, lukewarm oil is poured into a leather sleeve fitted on the patient's shaven head and retained there for a specific period. This treatment is meant for curing illness of the paranasal zone, sinus headaches, facial paralysis, cataract, insomnia, etc. Shirodhara is a therapy that brings about permanent cure to chronic cold, sinusitis and other illness caused by Vata. Dhara soothes both the mind and the senses and helps release stress from the nervous system. Shirodhara is done using medicinal oils, milk and buttermilk. Sweating procedures usually come under pre-treatments. They are performed for dilating the channels of the body to facilitate the expulsion of toxins. But fermentation procedures like Navarakiri or squeezing of warm oil over the patient's body, called Piyachil, have been recommended not as pre-treatment but as primary therapies in serious ailments like hemiplegia, paralysis, muscle spasms and other degenerative diseases that affect muscles and joints. There are Ayurvedic therapies for beauty care as well. Ayurveda has always considered beauty to be the product of general physical health and inner well-being. But there are Ayurvedic therapies for augmenting a person's outer beauty as well. This ancient branch of knowledge, in which science and philosophy are closely interwoven, is a part of the very fabric and texture of Indian life. Kerala has preserved the quintessence of this art of healing and the science of living through the course of time.
I feel rejuvenated. Now it's time to learn.